Hey, good morning. This morning here, day 23 on the Camino de Santiago. Be hiking out of the town of Astorga this morning and starting a slight uphill up to Rabanal del Camino, and then it starts getting more steep. I'm not sure if we'll make it past Rabanal today, but tomorrow we hope to be at Cruz de Ferro for dawn. So it'll be an early day. We want to see the sunrise from up top there. It's going to be a little chillier today than it has been. I think it's in the 40s. So starting out at 6 a.m. All right, heading out of Astorga. We already stopped for coffee. I spared you the film this morning. All right, so we're clear of Astorga now. Coming into this town here, it looks like Morias. So there's a little cafe here, probably less than an hour outside of Astorga. So if you're like me and you'd like to hike for about an hour, then have your breakfast. Good option here. They're open, it's about 6:45. All right, there is now a little albergue in this town. And this is the building here. It says Casa Rural and albergue, which are two different things. So kind of looks like an albergue though. All right. Yeah, that's it right here. Las Aguilas albergue. All right, now we're leaving that little town and back out onto the Camino. Another pre-dawn shot, looking backwards. All those lights are Astorga. And sunrise is still a half hour away. That's, if you can see him in the picture, that's Gordon coming up behind me. All right, so I'm just getting enough light to give you any shots other than looking directly at the sunrise. It's really pretty. We've been in a steady climb out of Astorga since we left. But it's been slow and gradual, nothing difficult. All right, there's the trail ahead. We're coming into another town. And it's pretty nice views over there. There are mountains back there, but they're obscured by clouds or possibly rain ahead. That's my view off to the right. All right, entering the town of Santa Catalina de Somoza. So far, that's my favorite small town name on the Camino. Little video of the cafe we're stopping at from the inside. They all seem to run together and look very similar. Sit inside, you can sit outside. We're gonna sit outside the front on the street. Interesting here, it looks like he's got money from all over the world up here on the wall. All right, so today's gonna be somewhat of a short day. I don't think I explained this because I'm staging myself because I want to be at Cruz de Ferro. What that means, the Iron Cross, this the highest point or one of the highest points on the Camino Francés route of the Camino de Santiago. So I want to catch sunrise from there. And if you're not familiar, most people bring a stone or something else from home and you release it there. And it means different things to different people. But a lot of people are trying to release something that they've been holding in or trying to let go of something. And I know I have something I want to let go of. And I'll probably explain all that to you tomorrow up at the Cruz de Ferro. It's one of the most important days on the Camino for me. In this town, Santa Catalina, looking at these doors and these walls. I have no way to date them because there's no information on them here, but they've got to be really old. Views to my left as I'm leaving town. And the view straight ahead. Looking back on Santa Catalina. And I missed sunrise because of the cloud cover there. But it is pretty now. All right, leaving El Ganzo. Look carefully in the center there, you might see a rainbow up on the mountain. All right, little roadside stand here, 2 kilometers from Rabanal del Camino. And it's a short distance further on, there's a little rest area. So yeah, less than 2 kilometers outside of Rabanal del Camino. This fence here just has hundreds, if not maybe 1,000 or more crosses on it for quite a ways, where people have made them out of wood and stuck them in that fence. So I think I'm going to change my plan. I was originally going to try to get to Cruz de Ferro at sunrise from Rabanal del Camino, but it's a really steep climb. I'm not sure what the terrain is going to be like. So there's one more town, and it's going to be a steep climb to get there today, but I think I'm going to push for that. And then I would have a much shorter hike to get there for sunrise tomorrow. This is looking to my left off the trail as I'm just entering Rabanal del Camino. All right, looking straight ahead, coming in to the edge of town now. Oh, nice layout of the town, telling you where, as you go through, what everything is. These are all pilgrims here. Here with this Cantina El Ticin, as you first enter Rabanal del Camino, they offer a lot of different food. I don't know if it's good or not, but I mean, super bocadillo, so they offer a lot. And right next door is an albergue. As you're moving into Rabanal, it's just on the right, you offer massages. There it is, 20 minutes, 10 euro, 40 minutes, 20 euro. So that'd be a good idea if you could use a massage. All right, just pulling out of Rabanal del Camino, and that's where we're going up there, somewhere up there high. And I really like this town. It gave me a great vibe walking through. But I really want to be at Cruz de Ferro for dawn tomorrow. And it would be 7K out of here, I think, to Cruz de Ferro. And it's really steep, but probably the steepest we've seen since day one. So I can do that. But I feel good now, and I want to push on the extra 5 kilometers to the next town. I just hope there's a bed, because there's not a lot of beds available in the next town. So far, getting a bed in the town hasn't been a problem, but I think maybe I'm not the only one who's staging for sunrise at Cruz de Ferro tomorrow, so the town might get a little bit more stacked than other towns along the trail, but we'll see what happens. All right, this is looking left as you're climbing out of Rabanal del Camino. So we have gotten up there a bit today, although the climb never seemed difficult. We're so much stronger than when we started. There's rain blowing out of those clouds and peppering us. At the same time, we're actually in the sunlight, so the wind is quite strong. All right, looking left, where the best views are, and looking back. As you look back on the trail, you see there's trees on the other side, so I can't see very far. All right, this is looking backwards down the trail. Out of this climb out of Rabanal to the next town, you get off that dirt road after a while, and the trail is really pretty. Some of it reminds me of my hikes on the Appalachian Trail. All right, looking backwards down the trail, I don't think you can actually see Astorga where I left from, because I think it wraps around to the left in that valley back there. But it's a good climb up here today. Not sure how much further I got to go, but I know it's certainly up over that ridge ahead. So as I'm climbing up, the clouds are spitting. It's starting to rain on top of the mountain. So I stopped, put on my rain gear, and at least just my top, and of course then it stops raining. All right, so getting a bit higher. It's a little windy up here. I don't know how that's going to affect the sound, but views are getting better and better. Off in the distance up the mountain there's a little ways. I think that's where I'm headed for today. Kind of the same view I've been giving you, just a little higher up. And this is looking forward. All right, not sure if this place is open. There's like no action here, so I'm gonna see if I can get a room here. All right, so I'll show you the name of the albergue in a moment, but I'm real happy with it. Here's the bedroom that I'm in. First one here, first choice. By the way, I got here at 12:35, I think. So we're just gonna call that 12:30. I'm gonna show you the views in a minute. As you can see through the window, they're incredible. The beds are not too jammed in, and they have little partitions here, which allows them to put the beds closer together, you know, without you feeling like you're on top of the guy next to you. They're real mattresses instead of the rubber ones like you see some places. They have a pilgrim meal. It was 10. The room was 5, 17. For 2 more, it also included everything for breakfast, and they have a laundry machine, which I need laundry, so I already paid for that too. All right, so we're back to the common area. The kitchen is private. You can't go in the kitchen, but they sell booze and stuff here. You can go out onto the back porch. All right, so here's that incredible view. I think Astorga is actually where that little ridge is in my way in front, so you can't really see it. But the views from your balcony are pretty incredible. I like this little town too, very nice. And a good thing is I'm pretty close to Cruz de Ferro. I don't have to get up at an incredible early time to get there for sunrise tomorrow. If I would have stayed down in Rabanal, I would have had to climb all that steep uphill in the very early morning hours. Other than that beautiful back patio, they have an area out here you can lounge around in, hammocks and so forth. A couple drying racks for your clothes. I'm getting mine washed. I probably won't get them dry because there's just no need. It's all stuff that dries really quick. And there's a little sun up here right now. So anyway, this is the albergue La Cruz de Ferro. So the hiking portion today, I left at 6:10, I think. I think I said 6 this morning, but I actually stopped right outside the albergue for coffee. So 6:10 when I actually rolled out on the Camino, started walking, got here at 12:40. That's 6.5 hours. And I'll have the distance here in the next clip. So distance works out to 26 kilometers, that's 16 miles roughly. And it's a steady climb uphill until you get Rabanal del Camino. I mean, a steady climb, it's not hard, it's very easy. From Rabanal del Camino up to this town, which begins with the F, I had it in here earlier, I can't pronounce it probably, is much steeper. It's not as difficult as your first day climbing up to Orson, but it's probably the next most difficult climb I've had. But after 3 weeks of hiking, you're way stronger, and it didn't seem really that difficult at all. So I didn't have to stop even for a breath. So I did break out the hiking sticks, but it's not a bad climb. But when you look at it on the elevation, on the charts before you start today, it looks a lot more serious than I think it actually turned out to be. By the way, I just talked to the albergue owner. This is my view on the back porch. I mean, I don't know how much of this you can see on this film, but this is just incredible. I'm the only person here. It's 1:30 in the afternoon. He says he has no reservations for the night. So, you saw the beds in the room, so I know people are saying they're having all kinds of trouble getting rooms, but that hasn't been my experience at all, except for maybe the first night coming over into Foncebadon. That's it.